Hi, and welcome back to our Gardening During COVID-19 broadcast. I have a very important lesson for you here, and I know I mentioned this briefly just the other day, but the number one thing while we're in my greenhouse that you need to know if you're starting seedlings of your own is don't overwater. Don't overwater. So the question becomes, well, how dry should I let my seedlings get between waterings? And the answer is pretty dry. So have a look down here at my kale, all right? And as I push the soil around with my finger, can you see just how dry that is? Like, it's dry. And when I say it's dry, it's dry about a centimeter deep, or if you like, half an inch deep. And it's important to, well, the plants are this size, let them get that dry. And over here, as we look at my tomatoes, you see they're a little smaller than the kale, so I won't let them get quite as dry, but I will let them get on the dry side. Some tomatoes here that are well watered. Perhaps difficult to see in a video the difference between dry soil, wet soil, but you know the difference, and you also know how to water, right? Water gently, and that's why I use one of these. This is, let me take that off. You know what that is? That's called a rose. Just to confuse you, it's named after a plant. Sometimes it's called a water breaker, and it's got about 260 little holes in the end of it, and it's on the end of what? A beautiful Haws watering can. Haws, the number one watering can manufacturer in the world, makes watering cans in Great Britain, in the UK. And this one happens to have the Mark's Choice brand on it, but it originated in the UK, made by the Haws watering can people. So that's it. Make sure you let your seedlings get good and dry between waterings. Why? Because if you overwater them, they're going to rot, and they're going to get powdery mildew, and they're going to get damping off, and they're not going to grow. So it's as simple as that. Mark Cullen, markcullen.com.